Hey everyone, welcome to another meeting of the Tropical Rum Society. As always, I'm Matt, and clearly we've got some others in the room today as well.
G'day guys, I'm Dom.
I'm Max.
And they're going to be joining me today as we taste the Bacardi Spiced. Now, obviously I have had quite a few rums in my day. Definitely got some experience in drinking them. These guys, not as much. We got our intermediate person here, Dom, and then Max is our beginner rum drinker.
I know nothing.
To give you an idea, like I'm a bartender. I of course have a number of different rums in the bar that I work at, so I need to have the knowledge of where to use those and normally what to mix with them.
And I work in advertising. Whenever I taste a rum, if it doesn't make my throat sore, that's a good thing.
So obviously this is kind of a little bit of a different video, but for now we're going to jump straight into giving it a bit of a review, starting with the appearance. So this bottle of Bacardi Spice definitely has that classic Bacardi look to it. It's got the same shape. The label's a little bit more unique. Obviously they've gone for something to try and differentiate it a little bit from their classic white rum, but overall I'd say this bottle to me looks very sleek, very elegant.
The bottle itself, of course, you can notice the oak barrels on the front, which indicate that it has been aged in oak barrels. A lot of American oak characteristics is maybe what we're expecting to see.
You can tell he's been watching these videos.
Yeah.
You can tell he has not.
Yeah. No, I concur.
Plead the fifth on that one. To go further from that, of course, you can see the label, of course, is a little bit more of a cream or eggshell coloured. As opposed to the white, the Carta Blanca Bacardi, which is white label, white lid. Bacardi Spice here is, of course, dark lid. Back label is also black, obviously alluding toward its spiced characteristics.
Max, any thoughts from you?
From what I know about Bacardi, it's usually like clear. So I don't know what sort of spices they put in this to make it this colour, because it looks kind of like whiskey, right?
Yeah.
Clearly this man drinks.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think that's wicked.
Not actually knowing anything about this, I would hazard a guess to say that that colour is actually coming probably from some caramel that got added. Could be from the spices.
And if it has caramel in it, I'll enjoy it.
Alright, so I think that's enough talking about how it looks. Let's get it into our glasses and then we'll give it a bit of a nose. I'm going to pour my own and then I'll let these guys pour their own because apparently when it comes to these videos, I can't just pour a small amount. So we'll try here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so we've also got a smaller glass than usual because again, this was totally spontaneous. We'll see if they can match the same kind of level. While Max is pouring, we'll just take a quick look. We can see it's that nice gold amber kind of colour. Definitely much darker than the rums that Bacardi is usually known for.
You know, Matt, if I had to make a comment on the colour, imagine you go out on a big night of drinking and you wake up the next morning and the first piss of the day is about this colour. Just for some reference for you folks at home.
It's certainly not like a brown. A lot of spiced rums are much browner, much darker. This is much more of like an orange. It's got quite a lot of lightness to it.
Let's get into the nose of it.
Oh.
Alright Max, let's start with you. What do you reckon?
Okay. It smells sweet. I'm not sure if it's because Matt said it, but maybe a little bit of caramel. Apart from that, I have the smell that it's alcoholic. I can definitely smell that. But it's not like, you know, when you open a bottle of vodka, it's not like hectic. It smells a little bit sweet, and it smells like it would taste good.
Max is spot on. It does smell sweet. It doesn't burn through your nose. Generally, it's a very harsh tasting rum. You'll like feel it in your nose, and it just bleeds right through your nose. This is much smoother. I think I can smell the barrel aging maybe coming through a little bit. It's obviously not overpowering.
So like these guys said, it's definitely sweet. A bit of vanilla in there, I would say. A little bit of oakiness to it. But the primary thing that it's kind of reminding me of is like a red velvet cake.
Yeah.
Like not just a vanilla cake, but like a red velvet cake.
Yeah.
Like creamy and smooth.
Spongy.
Yeah, spongy. That's what I'm picturing when I smell this.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So now that I've said that, you kind of
Yeah, a little
see
bit.
that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm very susceptible to suggestion.
I think that we got a good setting here for
Yeah.
a rum like this. You obviously can't see it in the camera, but we're sort of in this environment that's very almost outdoorsy. We've got a wood fire going. We've got it's a big camp here. It's a little bit more cozy.
It's definitely a good one for this one. That spice kind of warmth to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells really yum. Yeah, straight up. I'm happy with that.
All right. Well, how about we give it a taste?
Oh,
See
yeah.
if you like it.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
We good to go, boys?
Yeah.
Cheers.
you go.
Cheers. Right, we'll start with you again, Max.
So a good whenever I'm drinking spirits, a good test is does if I swallow it's the factor. If you know, I'm sure you know what I mean. The factor, and I'd say on a
Face
scale.
value.
Yeah, face value. And I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, that was about a 4. Do you mind if I go in again here, boys?
Go for it.
It's not as sweet as it smells. That's definitely something I'd put out there for the fans. And spicy. So
How much of that is coming from the fact it says spice?
It's on the label, bro. No, for sure.
don't worry about it. That's my 2 cents on it. It's cool. It's nice. I'd probably mix it with something, but it's nice.
First impressions of it. I actually didn't notice it when it first hit my tongue. Took actually a couple of seconds for the flavour to really come through, and a lot of the flavour actually went to the back of my tongue. Definitely the vanilla in that was much more what I experienced. I didn't smell it as much on the nose, but it came a lot more through when I tasted it. At the end, it's got a slight kick. It's not such a harsh kick for sure, like Max was saying, face value. I reckon it goes down really smoothly. I really like this rum. Little inside note here, I actually brought this rum on because it is my favourite rum, and I really wanted Matt to try it. So here we are, tasting my favourite rum on the Tropical Rum Society.
It was a good one to bring. What I would say about this one, very much along the lines that these guys have been as well. It's less sweet than you would expect based on how it smells. There's definitely a progression of flavour. The moment that it enters your mouth, you can feel it, but you can't taste it. And the taste kind of grows as it sits in your mouth a little bit. Definitely kind of envelops you with a lot of vanilla flavor to it. That red velvet creaminess that I was talking about before definitely kind of builds the more that you hold it in your mouth. Get you guys to go again, taste it again.
I
this
literally
time.
just did it as you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold it there and don't swallow it instantly and see what happens.
Mm.
Does that change things for you?
Goes over your tongue. It's really nice.
It's refreshing. Hard to be said for a lot of hard liquor. It often, like, if you leave it in your mouth, it feels like it's dehydrating you. This one actually makes me salivate. It makes me, like, feel more refreshed, though.
So definitely we've got a lot of vanilla notes to this. We have a lot of spices going on. I can't quite pick out exactly what they are, but definitely some tingling sensation on my tongue is coming from that spice. And yeah, this is a really easily drinkable rum. I'd say it would probably pair quite well with things as well. It's probably very decent to mix in, but just even by itself, this is some pretty good stuff.
I would love to try this with like a vanilla Galliano, or if you're going to mix it with a mixer, I'd probably say like a vanilla Coke or something like that, just to really pronounce the kind of flavors.
I reckon what I'd do is I'd probably go, vanilla Coke, but then a dash of lime in there as well, just to give it a bit of a citrus offset. How do you feel about that, Max?
That sounds really good. I would have it with either of those. Although I'd like to mix rum with ginger ale, no matter what the rum. So I probably would just do that.
Cool. So yeah, that's our thoughts on the taste here.
Thanks for watching an episode of Between Two Birds with... okay, we just got to get there.